Welcome to part 2 of my PulseChain video. Baby doll, you are a big, fat, yummy, juicy zaytun. Zaytun means olive. That's exactly what you are. And you're scrumptious. I made a video here and I've made a calculator. So what I did was, in my first video, there's a lot of bombshells in here and I'll walk you through what does the world of a 100x, a 1000x, and a 10,000x return of PulseChain and PulseX. What does that world look like? We're trying to imagine the future. And it might crash you back down to earth a bit. It might hurt. But there's a wild card. There's a joker that I could throw out here to give you more optimism. And I've had to make a dedicated video for it because I don't want you to get lost. This video is going to be very short. The wild card joker is, of these top 100 wallets, I think 66% of them is Richard Hart Ricardo himself. Or Greg. That is the wild card joke I'm throwing here out to you. Now, you're probably asking, why this number 66%? I've made videos on HEX already. I went through and I looked at HEX's average volume traded and I compared it on the coin ranking website. So what I did was I used deductive reasoning. So I can't know the real truth, but I can kind of guess where it may fall. And HEX's market cap is not even reported properly in many places. And you can go look at a lot of the analysis and the wallets, but none of this is an exact science. But my rough metric in my mind is, so of the wallets, they say you can remove 85% of them. You can remove 85% of the coins. They say it's the origin address, the benevolent dictator Greg who's never going to sell. Okay, we can remove them. So of your 600 billion coins, roughly, just use rough numbers, you can remove 85% of them. So you're left with 15%, which is about 90 billion of HEX. But using some deductive reasoning, reverse engineering, straight posture, eating yummy olives because we're hungry, putting it all together, my guess is Greg himself owns, you can use a range anywhere from 35% to 70%. My rough estimate is around 66%. Now, it doesn't really matter the specific numbers, but that basically means, if you want to be conservative and say, hey, just take the middle, it would be 50%, which means, remember, HEX has roughly 600 billion HEX. Smart contracts, 600 billion, let's just use a rough number. So now we've removed the origin address, we're down to 90 billion, but how much does Greg himself probably own? And remember, we love centralization because it's easier for us to measure this person versus trying to measure whether 500 people are going to dump on us. So we like this. This increases our chances of success. So if we just do, of that 90 billion of the HEX we've got to worry about, if we do 50% of that, it's around 45 billion. So a lot of you want to imagine market cap in your mind. People have said to me, hey man, we can never hit a certain amount because of the market cap, etc., etc. Yeah, it's true. But the market cap only doesn't matter if you can kind of guess where the owners are and who they are. That's the important part, friends. So HEX. So that's why I'm saying to you, with PulseChain and PulseX as top 100 wallets, it might be a lot smaller than we think. So if HEX hits $1, a lot of people have put on a log chart. A lot of people said to me, HEX can't hit $1 because it'll have 600 billion market cap. So this is where you listen to me for unbiased friendship and independent truth and information. We're growing the community. So that's why I'm telling you, noobs will think HEX market cap equals 600 billion. All right. They're assuming the market cap is a true measure. So at HEX $1, This is what the noobs will think. Mega noobs will think HEX is 600 billion market cap. But and then we might say just the solid friend believer will think HEX market cap is actually 90 billion up here, right? That's people who are in the community. You know, hey man, like, you know, we know about the origin address. You've done some information, right? But if you take it a step further, which is what you want, this is how you're actually going to make it to the top, by the way. You have to understand this, otherwise you're not going to make it. So if you're we're going to use this, if you're an actual baby doll, baby cake, yummy, big fat, juicy olive. I don't know if there's oh my God, there's an olive emoji. Wow. See, friends, God works in mysterious ways. You're always surprised in life, all right? There's an olive emoji. Okay, so we actually know HEX market cap will be 45 billion. Let's look at that. 100 billion market cap, right? Which is ADA and BNB size of 2021 peak. So you see this number. So this is where, remember, we started this video. This is part 2, friends. We're looking at the top 100 addresses of PulseChain and PulseX. I've gone through this calculation with you off the top of my head to show you. I think Greg himself owns, Ricardo Corazon probably has 50 to 66% of the coins. Now, they're rumored. There's no real numbers. It doesn't really matter. This is the speculation you want. You want this to be. It's like, you know, Bitcoin. Imagine I told you Satoshi doesn't have 1 million coins. He actually owns 5 million. You'd be like, oh my God, Bitcoin's gone $1 million. Do you see the power of this? Now imagine, you're going to have to take a punt. We don't know this. He can click sell tomorrow and quit. Because some of the community members are a bit too stinky. He can do that. But what if he doesn't? If he doesn't quit and we continue the path of friendship, perhaps we can use this same metric of Ricardo himself owning 50 to 66% of the coins, which means, this is what I'm going to have to assume, non-origin address coins. This is why I went through these top 100 wallets. So we're going to end it with bullish friendship here, friends. This is bullish friendship now. Because if he owns, out of these 100 wallets, if 66 of them are him, we're cooking with gas now. Bring out more olives and a cute little plate, because we're going to get wild tonight if that happens. If he actually owns 66% of these addresses, you have removed so many thorns in our side. Gone. A big weight has been lifted off our shoulder. This is something you won't know. You'll never know. So I'm hoping when I scroll through these, I'm hoping half of them are him. I really do, because I know he's not going to click sell. I know he's not going to click sell. Why? I think he's trying to become a trillionaire. That's my idea. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he wants to become a 300 billionaire. I don't know. But this is the best thing we have. If you can present... So before you knock this, please present to me another case with another coin, another community, another founder, where you can map this out for us to understand. I want you to see this. Because the best thing we have is Bitcoin's gone $1 million because they're going to keep printing money infinitely. That's what they say. And Ethereum, same thing, because it's going to flip Bitcoin. That's the best we have. The best we have is the guys with the money printer are going to keep printing and buy this secretly. That is no different to XRP community belief of the Fed's going to buy our coins. Now, it might happen. It might happen, but I'm just letting you know we don't have a competitive edge out there. You don't know what's going on with SHIB. You don't know what's going on with Cardano. You know Binance Chain owns all the coins. We don't know. But with this, it's different. We have information. It's more transparent. We can make a decision if you do the hard work and if you're a believer. One thing I know about HEX and Greg himself is he rewards believers who go with blind faith. He does. So this would be, if I was a benevolent dictator, if I was a duck, cute duck, I would love to own 66% of these coins, because then that means a lot of the damage I thought that might be caused by one or two people it's significantly less. Because remember these columns, friends, this is the 100x ROI column, this is the 1000x, and this one is 10,000x. So remember, we want to just see, okay, what are the likelihood of somebody just betraying us all? We want to see that. Because at the end of the day, all it takes is someone to be spooked here. At the 100x ROI, I'm hoping a lot of them are. Now, a lot of the big ones are actually real people. Rack and Rochelle is a couple of these wallets. Wallet DO1, another one of the big wallets. He's got 800K, by the way, of PulseChain. So he's not even on this. He's somewhere here. Wallet DO1. So this is serious. We're looking at this. Well, this is our edge. This is literally, this is our edge. This is the PulseX now. PulseX top 100 addresses here. So at the end of the day, we don't know this. So unfortunately, we don't know this. This is why the returns are big. We are in the unknown. So be comfortable with the unknown and just accept it. I said this year and next year, you're going to be using your jaw a lot. So get ready, get on your knees and start swallowing, because you're going to have to swallow so much uncertainty with me. But this is what we want. Be comfortable with it. Embrace it. Uncertainty means sick gains. I promise you that. When people start making their models and their stock to flow, and once you've onboarded so many people, you got to go to the government narrative and go, the government's going to buy trillions of dollars of our coins, mate. They're going to just print. Once you're left with that narrative, you got nothing left, because that's the equivalent of God's going to come down and it's going to usher in the next apocalypse or something. That's literally, you've got nothing left. So I want you to understand, we are still early. This is one of our best chances yet. There's probably other chances out there, but do you know about them? Did you tell me to buy Pepe when there was 100 holders before I went 2000x? No. Why? Because 999 scams were done before it, and 1,000 scams are going to be done after it, and Pepe was just the one that hit. That's it. Could Pepe have stopped at 50x and then dropped 99%? Yes. But this is something where we have a community who is sticky. So at the end of the day, remember my video. I have a video here for you, baby dolls. My video, my part 1 was showing you this is the truth about, okay, what does the world of 1,000x, 10,000x, what will that actually mean compared to 100x? It's not just like, because I can come out here and tell you we should do 14,000x. I can come tell you that I can make rational, logical videos for you. I'm trying to help you. Because Ethereum did 14,000x, we're made to be better than Ethereum, we're going to do 14,000x. I can say that, but you got to ask yourself, why aren't I saying that? It's because I love you, because I'm an outsider like you. I want us to win. I want my people to win. I want everyone who listens to me to be rewarded with friendship. I think you've had a hard time, and I think you deserve a lot better. I'm making nothing off you. You're going to pay me your Ethereum in friendship once you're a millionaire in a few years. Okay, so once all this is put together, you understand that there's a bullish undertone here. I went and I measured HEX's volume, average volume, and I compared it to other coins out there. So this is something else that's going to blow your mind. Very interesting. HEX's volume was about Chainlink's same number. And Chainlink's about 3.7 billion market cap. Do you remember how I told you of 600 billion coins? So remember, for HEX, right? For HEX, there's 600 billion, right? But there's only, you remove the remove OA, now you have 90 billion. But then if you remove Greg himself, roughly the volume that HEX trades on the DEXs is the same as Chainlink. Roughly there's about 30 to 45 billion coins. And I'll just take the higher amount from that just to be conservative. So we're even smaller than most people think. This is bullish. The smaller the number, the better. I want you to understand this. So we don't know the future. I'm just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together for you. This is how I see it. Really, at the end of the day, your conclusion should be, hey, if I just buy and hold, do I need to worry about this? No, you don't. You actually don't. That's the fundamental conclusion from this. But I understand some of you, you're going to see some big numbers. Are you going to, some people, what if you're up like a 20x and you're looking at the market cap? Because you're not going to get out at the top. What if PulseChain does its first like 28x rally, but then it's down 75% from that, and now it's back down to like 6x? And what if it sits there for like 6 to 7 months, And then you're going to say to yourself, during those 6 to 7 months, you're going to say, man, once PulseChain gets back to 30x, I'm out, because that's a lot of money to me. You realize that. So I want you to think, you need to have conviction in the currency units. What I've done in this video, I've shown you there is a wild card. This is the Joker card. The wild card out here is that Greg himself is actually 2/3 of these addresses, which is what we want. Now, if I could rewrite history, I'd make him all 100 of the addresses. Trust me. Yes, that's what you want. The more centralization, the better. Because when it starts off centralized, just like Bitcoin did, you make it decentralized over time with the trust of the people as more people join the network and come in. You can't start off fully decentralized like this ownership at the start. There's never, ever a true way. You have to start off with somebody centralized at the start who hands it out over time. Who that you trust doesn't actually blow it up. But hey, that's what it is. You trusted Satoshi didn't send Bitcoin to zero in the first 2 years. He could have easily cashed out at $2 million, $5 million, then $10 million, then $100 million, but he didn't. So don't be scared. This is nothing new. This is just how it has to be done. So there are a lot of these wallets here, like wallet number 40, if it does 1,000x, he has 2.3 billion. Now, wouldn't it be nice if we could just delete wallet 40 because that's Greg? And wouldn't it be nice if you could just delete the next 6 addresses and go like, okay, that's better, that's better. The more people you can think about removing, the better. Now, do we have any concrete information about this? No. All I've done is I've gone and I've shown you, well, if he owns roughly, my guess is, if he owns 33 to 66% of the circulating non-origin address coins for HEX, probably he's repeated the formula for PulseChain and PulseX. Probably. Fingers crossed. This is what we want. And actually, if he wants them to do better, I hope he owns 80 to 90% of them. I really do. Because if that happens, baby doll, baby cakes. You yummy, yummy olive. If that happens, PulseChain and PulseX, they're not going to be closer to the 100x ROI column. All right? They're going to be closer to the 1000x one. That would be great. If he owns most of the coins, which is the chance we have to take, once again, we are living in the unknown. This is all speculation. It's all a game. It's all a simulation. But if this is true and we're kind of half right, then PulseChain doesn't stop at 100x and PulseX doesn't stop at 50x. Probably PulseChain can go towards the 300x to 600x mark, and PulseX can go to the 100 to 250x mark, or even higher, because the sky's the limit. Just like our friendship, it won't end. Remember, baby dolls, like, subscribe, bell button, or tell mum and dad that you love them. And don't forget, with this, our expected upside is higher than what you probably would have guessed from my part 1 video. It's higher, but we still take the chance that we're wrong. We're just assuming that Greg owns a lot more of the coins than we initially thought. You are a yummy, scrumptious olive.